You can make an offer on a home. Don't be bashful. Ask for a concession of 5% of the list price. You say, well, wait a minute. That's a lot. Well, if homes are selling at 3 to 4% below list, you're in that range, a little above it. But consider what would you do with that? Well, a 3-2-1 buy down, that's going to cost about 4.5 points, 4.5%. And you might say, well, okay, but gosh, trying to get a seller to agree to give me 4.5% of their list price, so I can use it to buy down my rate. That's a tall order. Well, first of all, it's not really 4.5% of the list price if you're making a down payment. For example, $600,000 home, and let's say you're going to put 20% down. Well, if you want a 3-2-1 buy down, it's going to cost 4.5% of your loan amount, which is $480. Well, what is that 4.5% of $480 as to the list price, the seller's asking price? Well, then it drops down. It's not 4.5% of the list price. It's about 3.6% of the list price. Well, voila, you're now within that 3 to 4% range that the data shows homes are now selling at under list price. So if you realize that subtle point, it's not so unreasonable to ask for that kind of seller concession. And then that way you're able to get a loan package where you're not going to pay 6 1/8% for the first 30 years. You're going to pay 3 1/8 for a year, 4 1/8 for a year, 5 1/8 for a year. That payment savings gives you the window to then refinance later when rates will eventually come